Dealing with a narcissist can be challenging. Their inflated sense of self-importance, lack of empathy, and constant need for admiration make interactions with them difficult and draining. However, these powerful phrases will help you effectively disarm a narcissist and maintain your sense of peace and sanity. By showing understanding towards their feelings, you acknowledge their point of view without validating their behavior. This can promote empathy and create an environment for more productive communication. In addition, setting clear boundaries with a narcissist helps prevent prolonged arguments and energy-draining debates. These phrases empower you to assert your boundaries and avoid getting entangled in futile discussions. Responding with neutral phrases like, "That's an interesting point of view," demonstrates a balanced stance and respect for their thoughts. By staying calm and respectful, you avoid escalating conflicts and encourage more constructive dialogue. The following phrases will disarm a narcissist by employing techniques such as empathy, boundary setting, and maintaining a non-confrontational tone. They are designed to disrupt the patterns of manipulation and control often exhibited by narcissists. By using these strategies and phrases, you can disarm a narcissist and redirect the conversation towards healthier communication. Acknowledging their perspective, "I understand why you feel that way." When dealing with a narcissist, understanding their perspective is crucial, even if you don't agree with their behavior. This phrase allows you to acknowledge their feelings without necessarily validating their actions. By showing empathy towards their emotional experience, you can create space for more productive conversations and potential resolutions. Establishing boundaries. Let's agree to disagree. Setting boundaries is essential when engaging with a narcissist. Rather than getting caught up in endless arguments that are unlikely to change their viewpoint, this phrase gracefully suggests acknowledging the difference of opinion and moving on. By accepting that you may not see eye to eye, you can save your energy and focus it on more positive interactions. Neutral and respectful. That's an interesting point of view. Engaging in a debate with a narcissist often leads to escalating tensions and unnecessary conflict. Instead, remain neutral and show respect for their thoughts by using this phrase. It allows you to acknowledge that their perspective exists without necessarily endorsing or accepting it. By maintaining a respectful tone, you can navigate the conversation with more ease and keep unnecessary confrontations at bay. Acknowledging their contribution. "I appreciate your input." This phrase allows you to show gratitude for their contribution or perspective while maintaining your own autonomy. It acknowledges that they have shared their thoughts or ideas, but it doesn't necessarily mean you agree with or will act upon them. By expressing appreciation, you validate their participation in the conversation without compromising your own beliefs or decisions. Redirecting towards problem solving. Let's focus on finding a solution. Narcissists often engage in ego-driven debates or power struggles, which can be unproductive and draining. By shifting the focus towards finding a solution, you steer the conversation away from their need for dominance and towards a more constructive outcome. This approach encourages collaboration and a mindset of resolution rather than perpetuating conflict. Taking time for reflection. "I need some time to think about it." When confronted by a narcissist, it's essential to avoid impulsive reactions that may further escalate the situation. By giving yourself space to reflect, you can collect your thoughts, process your emotions, and respond in a more thoughtful and composed manner. This phrase communicates the need for a pause, allowing for a calmer and more rational discussion later on. Prioritizing the relationship. "I value our relationship and want to work through this." Reminding the narcissist that you value the relationship signals your willingness to find common ground and resolve conflicts peacefully. This phrase emphasizes the importance of maintaining a healthy connection while addressing the issues at hand. It conveys a desire for reconciliation and cooperation, potentially reducing defensiveness and opening the door for more constructive dialogue. Delaying the conversation. "Can we discuss this later?" In situations where tensions are high, it can be beneficial to postpone the conversation to a more suitable time. This allows both parties to regain composure, gather their thoughts, and approach the discussion with a clearer mind. By suggesting a later discussion, you create space for emotions to settle and potentially facilitate a more productive dialogue. Expressing empathy: "I'm sorry if my actions hurt you." This phrase demonstrates empathy without taking full responsibility for their emotional state. It acknowledges that their feelings have been impacted by your actions, but also recognizes that intent may not align with their interpretation. It's a way to express care and concern while avoiding unnecessary blame or guilt. Breaking down complex problems. Let's focus on one issue at a time. Complex problems can be overwhelming, especially when dealing with a narcissist who may try to divert attention or manipulate the situation. By suggesting to address one issue at a time, you create a structured approach that allows for a more focused discussion. Breaking down the problem into smaller parts makes it more manageable and increases the chances of finding a resolution. Maintaining your perspective: "I hear what you're saying, but I see it differently." This statement acknowledges that you have heard their point of view while asserting your own perspective. It allows you to validate their communication without necessarily agreeing with it. By respectfully expressing your differing viewpoint, you establish yourself as an individual with independent thoughts and opinions. By acknowledging their accomplishments genuinely, you can diffuse their constant need for external validation and potentially shift the dynamic of the conversation. Acknowledging emotions: "I understand you feel strongly about this." By expressing this, you reinforce that a balanced relationship involves the recognition and respect of each other's aspirations. This statement recognizes their confidence in you, but also highlights the importance of self-belief. Navigating conversations with a narcissist can be challenging, but using these phrases can help you maintain control, set boundaries, and disarm them. For more information about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, visit www.carlacorelli.com.